BIAFRA referendum made ATIKU a Nigerian, KANU's counsel. BIAFRA referendum made ATIKU a Nigeria, KANU's counsel. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back to Sparky News TV channel, where we bring you news on politics, IPOB and Biafra as it hot. If this is your first time of tuning to our channel, Sparky TV News channel, you are highly welcome, and we urge you to stay tuned as we bring you latest news and happenings across the globe today. Our news in details. Lawyer to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, KANU, Mr. Aloy Ejimako, has taken a sweep at those opposed to a referendum for the state of Biafra, saying it was a referendum that made the People's Democratic Party's presidential candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, a Nigerian. In a statement, Ejimako elaborated more on the gains of referendum, saying it was through plebiscite that the Midwest region came into being in 1964. According to him, there is nothing wrong with plebiscite, as many nations, including Eritrea, Kosovo, South Sudan, and others, were created through referendum. It is referendum that made Atiku Abubakar a Nigerian, and which may as yet make him president. It is through referendum that Midwest region came into being in 1964. This is all within Nigeria, not counting the many nations that were created through referendum, such as Eritrea, Kosovo, and South Sudan, etc. The IPOB Leaders Council said the problem is not the separatist agitation, IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu, but what he described as the misguided militaristic response to it, which instead of containing it, is actually validating the agitation and convulsive Southeast and Nigeria to boot, and convulsing Southeast rather and Nigeria to boot. Ladies and gentlemen, the lawyer to the indigenous people of Biafra, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazen Nandokane, have said that it is referendum that made Atiku Abubakar to be a Nigerian. In other words, the lawyer stated that those who oppose to referendum for the state of Biafra, saying it was that same referendum that made the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate in the person of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to be in Nigeria. He has also stated that referendum also was through plebiscite and through referendum that made the Western region came into being. So that if not for referendum and also to plebiscite, we wouldn't have anything like Midwestern region, which is the Niger Delta we are talking about today. Midwestern region, which was a Edo state or thereabouts. According to him, there is nothing wrong with plebiscite, as many nations, including Eritrea, Kosovo, South Sudan, to mention but few, and others who were created through referendum. So I don't see the people who are afraid of this referendum are the enemies of democracy. They don't want true democracy, especially the Northerners. I'm sorry to say this, the Northerners does not want to use ear to hear referendum or restructuring, because they know that yes, if Nigeria should go into referendum or restructuring, let's even put referendum aside. Referendum is a big one. Restructuring, they refuse to use ear to hear about restructuring, because they know that in as much as soon as this country is restructured, a lot of things is going to go against their own way, because they are not contributing anything to the economy of this country, and yet they are the one taking home the highest. So as a matter of fact, I used to hear them say that yes, the British government handed Nigeria over to them, and that Nigeria belonged to them, and that Nigeria is their own. So whatever that is in Nigeria, the mineral resources, the whatever commercial mineral resources, and also the solid minerals and others that is being tapped from the western and the southern region is their own. So because of that, they held on to power and does not want power to revolve or order to completely to other regions. So as a matter of fact, the region that is producing the highest to the country, as a matter of urgency, as a matter of contributing to the highest resources revenue to the government at the center, which is the federal government, is getting nothing compared to what the northeast are getting, northwest are getting, north central, and all that, all especially people in the northwest. So these people are contributing nothing to the Nigerian economy. They are only bent on this oil, and they say the oil belongs to them. Imagine when somebody whose land is in Sokoto or KANU, saying that the oil in the Niger Delta or the asset belongs to him. So you begin to imagine what kind of mentality that has bewildered and before these guys. That is what this Nandakalo Council is saying, that the referendum that these guys are kicking against is the same referendum that gave back to the Midwest. The same referendum that have given back to some countries in the world, Eritrea, Kosovo, South Sudan. According to him, there is nothing wrong with Pilibiski, as many nations, including Eritrea, Kosovo, South Sudan, and others, were created through what referendum. It is referendum that made Atiku Abubakar in Nigeria. If not for referendum, Atiku wouldn't have been in Nigeria, and which may as yet make him president. The same referendum has made him the vice president. Now he's seeking for the president of the country. It's through referendum that Midwest region came into being in 1964. So this is all within Nigeria, not counting the many nations that were created through referendum, such as Eritrea, as the case may be, Kosovo, this South Sudan. So to mention but few. The IPOB Leader Council said that the problem is not the separatist agitation. It is never separatist agitation or the agitation from IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu, but what he described as the misguided militarist response to it, which instead of containing it, it's actually validating the agitation and convulsing the Southeast, and makes Nigeria to boot. So many of this political elite who knows that, yes, who understand, who knows the truth, they are the one fighting referendum, especially the people from the north. They don't want a referendum in any way at all. But we must have to let them understand that a country that does not want to stay again, that said, a state that does not want to stay, if a region said we are tired of this government, like many regions are crying out loud in this region administration of Buhari, many regions in this Nigeria are crying out that they want to go, they want to be on their own. The Dua people say they want to be on their own. The Biafrans want to go. And so many other people too want to join both either the Odua or Biafra to succeed from this country called Nigeria. Because of the way and manner things, the political affairs is being run, power is being, handled in this country. Appointments are being given, things are being done, insecurity everywhere. People are not safe again anymore. People are being killed like fire. Yet the president of a country like Nigeria, as the case may be, is not doing anything about it. And it behaves as if nothing is happening. And if you ask them, they said Nigeria is in peace. How can Nigeria be in peace when the seat of power is hot? When Aso Rock, being the seat of power, is being overwhelmed by insurgent. So likewise, every other region is being overwhelmed by the insurgent. The security architecture has failed. So nothing is working. People want to go. Biafran before now has been agitating for referendum. They want a referendum to decide if they will be part of this country or not. But that opportunity is not being given by the Nigerian government or Nigerian state or by even the British government. They are not even supporting that because they know that they are stealing from the Nigerian government. And the earlier the better. That's why this political elite, they don't want somebody from outside that circle, especially the young ones, to come into power, because they know that once these guys come into power, a lot of things will be changed, a lot of system will be changed, because corruption will take another fold. The corruption will be seriously and dealt with. So that is why many of them want that power to revolve within themselves. Look at somebody like the Jagaban of Lagos State. At his age, what does he want in politics? What does he want in government? He has grown up men that are into that are holding different political positions. Let him relax, and become a power playmaker. Make decisions where is necessary. A passenger was saying the other day that if anybody within their age bracket is still longing to become president of this Nigeria, that the person is sick, something is wrong with that person. And he was making that assertion because of Asiwaju. That it would look for somehow, it would sound somehow like him, somehow for like somebody like him or passenger coming to say he want to contest with P2B, he want to contest for president with P2B. When these guys are people that have sound minds, that their own as elder statement is to encourage them, that's to guide them in the proper way, so that they get the country working again. So somebody at the age of Tinubu, tell me, what is he coming to do in power? Or somebody at the age of Atiku, in the next 8 years, he'll be clocking 80 to 90. So what does he want in power? So it's high time a lot of things have been changed. So referendum is not a crime. Referendum is not something that is not constitutional. It is constitutional. Referendum is constitutional everywhere in the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me get your opinion and your comment concerning what Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer counsel have said, that a referendum made Atiku to become a Nigerian. The same referendum that made the western region to be, the Midwestern region to be in 1964. It's the same referendum that gave back to Eritrea, that gave back to Kosovo, and also South Sudan. So let Nigeria give a support to referendum. Let there be a referendum so that a lot of things will be decided in this country. Those that want to succeed will succeed. Those who want to remain as part of Nigeria will remain. Nothing more, nothing less. And nobody dies. It's not something that requires much. It's just a referendum. Everybody will come, cast his vote. If you want to go, you cast. If you don't want to go, you also cast against. So that is just it. So let me get your opinion towards that. As you do so, may God bless you. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Sparky TV News channel. Stay tuned as we bring you more news coming to you from Sparky TV News channel. Do have a nice time.